no matter what you're going through, I know that you can stand. For your life is in His hands. Listen.
The long-cherished hope of Ghanaians to see the rebirth of the once famous Kumasi shoe factory has materialized and begun to enjoy sunshine. Formerly called the Ghana Industrial Holding Footwear Company, Dihoc, the now Defense Industrial Holding Company, Dihoc Footwear Division Limited, is producing shoes for the uniformed security agencies in the country. Established in 1960 under an agreement signed by Ghana's first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and Czechoslovakia for the production of footwear and rubber sheets, the shoe factory, which is located on a 35.75-acre land at Chirupate in the Ashanti region, collapsed in the late 1970s. It has been resuscitated following joint partnership between a Czech Republic-based company, Knight AS acting through its subsidiary, Knight Ghana Limited, and the Defense Industrial Holding Company Limited, Dihoc, owned by the Ghana Armed Forces. But one would ask, has the shoe factory come to stay?
Yes, of course, the shoe factory has come to stay. The policy statement given by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, he has directed all the security agencies to now purchase from the factory. With this policy in place, we are now going to increase the employment of our youth into the factory now.
The problems that led to the collapse of Dihoc Footwear started after the overthrow of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana's first president. According to a former employee of the defunct Dihoc Footwear, who is now a consultant to Dihoc Footwear Division Limited, Mr. S.O. Lawson, the operations of the shoe factory began crumbling after the security agencies withdrew orders from the company. Mr. Lawson mentioned other factors such as government interference in the day-to-day activities of the company, mismanagement of the company's resources by the leadership and staff of the company, and the company's inability to access credit contributed immeasurably to its collapse.
The collapse of the shoe factory, formerly known as State Footwear Corporation, became a subsidiary of a holding company by name Dihoc Footwear Division Company Limited. The collapse started in the early 80s. It was due to a combination of factors that brought about the collapse. Lack of capital, interference from corporate management, and a little of mismanagement at the local level here. The workforce, when it was established, by mid of 1970, it was around 1,500. By the time it was shut down completely in August 2003, the workforce was about 65 workers.
After the factory totally collapsed in 2002, previous administration made various attempts to revive it. It was subsequently handed over to the Divestiture Implementation Committee, DIC, and some selected ministries to look for investors. Newer commercial capital corporations won the bid to manage the factory again. It was unproductive because there was no commitment on the part of the authorities in terms of orders by the security agencies. In 2009, Knight of Czech Republic, acting through its local subsidiary, Knight Ghana Limited, put in a bid through the DIC. The company won the bid, and following the military's show of interest in the project, the DIC decided that Dihoc Holding Limited and Knight Ghana Limited should form a joint venture company to renovate, modernize, and develop the Kumasi shoe factory, hence the name Dihoc Footwear Division Limited.
Actually, when the factory was handed over to us by DIC, we inspected the factory, and it was unbelievable. Things were very, very, very bad. Machines were obsolete. You could not use anything. The last leathers, the place was very stinky. All the roofs were destroyed, leaking. And so we had to call in the National Fire Service, the Zoom Lion Company, to help us clear all those places. And today you can how best we've been able to refurbish and innovate the old factory.
President John Dramani Mahama, in his recent visit to the head office of the Dihoc Footwear Division Limited, took time to understudy the operations of the company. The president's tour to the premises of Dihoc Footwear was to ascertain the level of preparedness management of the company had put in place to revive the factory in order to receive government orders. The president was extremely amazed on what he discovered at the factory. He commended the management and staff of Dihoc Footwear Division Limited for the effort put in place to revive the factory.
Footwear company. I've seen many young people here working. They've trained 200 of them, 50 of them are currently working. And as they expand the factory with more orders, they'll be able to employ more young people to come and work here.
Dihoc Footwear has now extended its operations to cover the production of safety boots and shoes for the private security agencies and manufacturing companies, as well as sandals for schools. Currently, the company is supplying shoes to institutions that place orders for supply. Some of the security agencies that have placed in their orders include the Ghana Armed Forces, Ghana Port and Harbour, Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Center, Ghana Immigration Services, and many more. The head of marketing, Mr. Kingsley Esiedu Kuranting, assured that the company would meet the demand of Ghana Armed Forces and other security or private institutions, which puts its request to Dihoc Footwear Division.
Dihoc Footwear has modern technological machines that can produce all the quality shoes that we need in the country, and there's no point people have to import shoes into the Ghanaian market because we are ever ready to produce all the needed shoes, talking about safety shoes, security boots, mining shoes, climbing shoes, and all that. And then office wear, that's shoes like Oxford shoes, sandals for schools and all that. So I believe that it's time Ghanaians need to change our mind and perception that locally produced goods are not good. Here you can count on us because we have the best quality materials that are used internationally. And we have a rigorous quality assurance system which at the end of the day comes out with the best finished product. And so they need to depend on Kumasi Shoe Factory Dihoc for all their shoe needs.
Since every company has the vision to expand its operations globally, the directors of Dihoc Footwear Division Limited have expressed their commitment and level of determination to penetrate the West African sub-region.
Our plan for the next 2 years is to focus on providing the security boots and shoes for the Ghana Armed Forces, the Police Service, Fire Service, Customs and Ghana Immigration Service, other private security agencies. Then we also try to make the Achimota sandals for the schools. This is where we're going to concentrate our effort. After the second year, we intend to go into the West African sub-region by manufacturing more security boots and selling into the West African sub-region, and now open outlets in each region so that we'll be able to sell from our sales points. This particular project is arranged and managed by Ghanaians for Ghanaians. So we should try and follow the Made in Ghana philosophy by patronizing this and making this project the most successful shoe factory in the West African sub-region.
Dihoc Footwear Division, the biggest shoe factory in the West Africa, has come to stay. With its capacity to produce over 250,000 pair of shoes annually, the company has taken major steps to address the challenges confronting the manufacturing of safety shoes and boots in the sub-region. As efforts are being made daily to expand its size and capacity, Ghana will soon become the source for shoe manufacturing country for export.